Oh man, we left off right here. Assignment of accountabilities is a standard practice. It's not currently experiencing the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. However, several sweeps ago, a friend of mine had an incident which led to me being called. Which led to her being called. Press. What do the rest of you have to say about that? Yeah, okay. We already did this, I think. Oh yeah, we have to present the key, that's right. Did you say the account are responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. Aha! What now? Triona said that she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was with Lanira, and oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna get the broken. Apparently, it didn't save right at the point where we stopped. Means she had no way of getting into the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen, meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Yeah, we already did this. She's gonna show us the broken lock. We don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything definitively yet. Right? Wrong. We do, in fact, possess the means of burglary. What do you have to say for your client now? Oh no, Joey. Maybe Derea did do it after all. No, we can't give up just like that. You know, we just met like half an hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in this. It's not right. Tough shit. Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But just saying, this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me. So what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case open wide and prove the truth no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit. I might. I can't present that. What would suggest another culprit? We have the videotape. Okay, that would be a no. Can't present the nail file. He says, I wonder. I thought maybe since they were paired up, and like how could they have done it? What? The broken thing? Oh, we did this before. A little disappointed, to be honest, that it showed in this. Don't. Let's go. Sigh. Wait! Attention, everyone. Maybe we weren't. Maybe we didn't have something. Maybe this was forced. I think this might have been forced. Before we do anything hasty, that we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. The lock was vandalized using a sharp cutting implement. Although this could have indeed been accomplished using the nail file found in the locker, there are some other items aboard this train car that could achieve a similar effect. Maybe we didn't get the evidence that we needed. For example, a bladed strafe specibus. There is someone sitting in the galley right now, currently in possession of such an item. To not consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible. Therefore, I suggest the defense call this new witness to the stand. You mean Tagery? This Jade Blade accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact, which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. So this blade, we're talking about this blade here? Well, we couldn't have even presented this evidence. What if I did do it? What? Ha ha ha, wild. What? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. The troll who committed this crime was both nimble with the blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me based on these attributes, you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, why are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. Who is this person? I don't remember them. I would expect a low blood to understand. We're the same blood caste, you absolute dumbass. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Joey's not gonna rise to some weak bait like, just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we are having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech in which the possibility of any participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specibus such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you are to say that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Are you satisfied the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Yeah, well, yeah, aren't we all trolls here? We sure are. Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again from the top, if you insist. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did do it. Let's say we were having a deeply intellectual exchange of ideas in which the possibility of all participants. Let's press on that. But why? It is the duty of the philosopher to ask questions. No, I mean, why should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted? Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges. I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high blood privilege? No, I'm accusing you of being a coward. I see that I underestimated you, but in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must first prove that I had the motive and the means to compensate for your natural deficiencies. I will throw you a bone and admit that in such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third rate. Yeah. Okay, we already did that one. You dare cut me off in the middle of a sentence? Yes, I dare. That's my right as a defense lid. No, it is extremely rude. What? Hate to break it to you, kid, but interrupting witnesses is pretty rude. Let me get this straight. Lying, murder, blackmail, blatant contempt of court. Okay. Interrupting definitely out of bounds. Yeah, what do you think we are? Complete monsters? It's such a Yeah, I'm gonna press on that one. Is that true? That it's not possible for the lock to have been cut by a nail file? I don't understand. Isn't this testimony in your favor? He is asserting that your client could not have possibly committed the crime that she is accused of. Well, in that case, my line of inquiry benefits you. So why are you arguing? Well, that's because she loves to argue. I do not. She always picks a fight about how she doesn't want to pick fights. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. The nail file is the best reinforced corundant slab on the market. It would be quite sufficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. Lanique, you're not helping. I'm not trying to. So it would be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like a nail file. You could say that. Your honorable tyranny, this tangent is a waste of everybody's time. Concurred, move it along. Okay, well. In my opinion. Wait, stop. Is this a confession? Not as such. It's a dialectical experiment. What does that even mean? It means that he has wasted the court's time. Objection, Your Honor. Tyranny. This entire digression is pointless. Back on track, girls. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Okay, well, we gotta present some evidence now. I don't know what, but we gotta present something. Maybe that. Oh, we have this thing. Maybe the tape? No. This is garbage. already did that one. What's that? And now it works. Okay. Objection. I just didn't use it the right dialogue option. Here, I want you to take a look at this. It's a 1/25th injection molded polystyrene mode model of the XXIXIIX model Imperial drone, last active during the Rust Blood zombie rebellion of the Black Age. But of course, everyone knows that. I mean, I think Phoenix Wright is a little bit more logical. At least you do like a significant investigation beforehand. I didn't, not until you told me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the Jade lockers, especially since you claim you hate Jade drama so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. What are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill. Of course, if it doesn't belong to you, you wouldn't mind if I tossed it out. Wait. Objection. Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it's very clever of you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air, but you've made one very serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Oh? Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? Oh. I think I might have actually. There's so much going on, it's getting a little hard to follow. Haha. Then let me brief you on the case so far. We are not trying to ascertain who was lurking. We're trying to figure out who broke into the locker. Even if Tagiri was the perpetrator of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Sweet Av from the I can't read. I can barely read this. I don't know if this sword boy worth knee of time. Knee of our time. Once again, we arrive at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is Great. No. Now, just a minute, Stells. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, would ya? Is that customary under this hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test all the variables, huh? You know just how to sweet talk me. And how does this honorable tyranny feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? I'll allow it. One chance. Better pick carefully or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why he's hanging around the Jade lockers. The black nail polish. What else could it be? Yeah, I think that's right. Like, why else would they say it was prepared with black nail polish? Can I save it? Maybe I should save it. I can't save it now. Well, now I can save it. I don't think it matters if I get it wrong or not. Okay, yeah, it is that. Yes, I'm sure. Well, what you got for us, Joe? This. Interest. A few years ago, I stepped on my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There's no way I could glue it back together. But my babysitter showed me how I could use clear nail polish to seal cracks in delicate surfaces, also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explained that nitrocellulose dissolved in the butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible varnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fractures without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Gary has done nothing but mock the Jays for their delicate behavior since this case started, so he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, Joe. What say the witness? I can't confirm or deny anything. What? Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Let me explain. Well, your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have to possess advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within the top percentile. You have only provided the material motive. You have yet to present a cognate psychological reason to prove your Sama's accusation. Is this something we really care about? Of course. You're deeply thirsty for a glimpse into the dark and tormented soul, into my dark and tormented soul. It actually sounds like you have a pretty good idea where you want this to go. So why don't you just tell us? As expected of a low IQ, thin blood, no sense of drama or suspicion. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous philosopher Patira Bintur, hit me with your best shot. I see. I get it. Well, could present the pages. What else could I present? What if I present this? Sometimes the most obvious answer is the best answer. Gary must have heard about the Rainbow Emotion saga somehow. Perhaps the saucy content contained within these missing pages tempted him to steal. Objection! I have unfortunately been by the side of this greasy man since the train departed and had not heard about this book until the altercation, so how could he have possibly known about it beforehand? I object to your objection, madam. Of course I knew about the book. They were whispering about it long before you picked up on your unsubtle yelling. I have a razor-sharp instincts of a purr-beast, the flexibility of a leaf on the wind. I hear it all. I've kept track of everything that happened on this train with my quick wits and sharp mind. In fact, I've been paying very close attention to the Jades this entire trip, since they are the keepers of forbidden knowledge. I thought I could learn much from them. Oh yeah? I have a keen interest in dark content in the fringes of society, including some specific content the Jades have in their possession. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Stells might just end the trial right here and declare him guilty. Then why not just let him dig his own grave? Because that would be right. That wouldn't be right either. I don't want him getting convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Rhea innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of defensive legislation that I hadn't even considered. They're not challenge variables. They're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly. Then find the whole truth. Should be easy. Then find the whole truth. Should be easy. Just prove that he never read Fresh Teeth. Right, let's take it from the top. Of course. Did you just throw a pin at my forehead? And it hit you, haha. What was I supposed to do exactly? Catch it between my incisors like some sort of bark beast? Oh, I'm sorry, I was trying to test your instincts. Objection, this is the stupidest thing I've seen yet. Yeah, objection upheld. Drive this bunch back on to the truck, please. Boom, boom. Alright, I'm just gonna go with hints. Let's press on that one. Objection. Are you implying you've always known about Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotion Saga? Like, maybe you didn't necessarily know the Jades had it, but you heard about it before the train ride and were interested in it. Of course. I've known this forbidden series since the day I registered for the dark web e-library site known as the Dank Text Fortress. It's extremely hard to register for that site by and by. Max level elite hackers only. Well, I think you should add that detail to your testimony, don't you? Sigh, fine. Let's press again. If you read the book, you know what it was in it, right? Indubitably. Do I think we could trick him somehow? Wow, getting a little underhanded, I see. I mean, all we have to do is prove he never read Fresh Teeth, right? So let's see if he can respond to something that is clearly not from that Rainbow Drinker series. Of course, I knew about the book. Okay. I was trying to present something that... No. Not sure what to do now. Oh, I see. I was just on the wrong page, I think. I was just on the wrong thing. In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath us, but I'll do it for the dramatics. Okay, here we go. The sultry, joint-legged, blonde beast meandered up to her brood leader, Gunstar, her hips swaying back and forth. Her chest was covered in the rainbow smears of her fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped to her knees beneath him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. Oh my, Starblood, how could you have abandoned me like this? I must be taken on your nightly hunt, ejaculated the blonde. I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my man spirit sword stain will be called. Sound familiar? Of course, it's familiar. Obviously, this is a passage for the profane text in question. Objection! If you really knew about the Rainbow Hemomotion Saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. You've just been duped by Soldier Per Beast Volume 16 Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. Ugh. Yeah, Soldier Per Beast is a totally different genre too. I think he might be lying about knowing all this cool contraband stuff. Ugh. Shut your grub shoot, you quivering normie bitch. Okay. I am many things. I am handsome. I am hardcore. I am indescribably badass, but I am no liar. Alright, clap clap. Good show, guys and gals. Glad this is all settled. Now we can all agree to get this man off the stand. Did you not hear me? I am many things, but I am no liar. I didn't claim the passage of the text was from the Rainbow Drinker novel. I said it was from the profane text in question. That could have meant anything. I was telling the truth. Yes, yes, we all heard you. Now please leave before you make even a bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. I did it. I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, and I looked like an absolute effing badass as I stalked through the shadows and sniped the forbidden novel. Like the bi-shonen anti-hero thief I am. And I read it. Oh yes, I read it, because my brain is the size of an effing planet and both sides of it are in shadow. I am the dark side. I am the darkness. Oh jeez. LMA. That doesn't look like an LMAO face. Alright, I think we've had enough fun for this day. Let's end this flarp session. And are you listening to me? I said I did it. I'm guilty. Guilty. Effing baller, my buddy. This be some juicy confesh. Fine, if you're so committed to getting called, I may have to oblige you, but since I'm so nice, I'll give you one more chance to back out before calling the case. Why would I back out? Ugh, gosh, this trial is a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Oh, I'm sorry. I must have missed something. No, it's cool. It's just some insider info I have. Gary, would you hand me your sword? This blade is my life, my body, my soul. Yeah, just hand it over, or I petition this honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand it over, big bud. She knows what's up. Here. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Amura's locker. Now, pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its sheath and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely, if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through my bone, even with my sad little bookworm muscles applying the force. Shing! Stop! Honeybee, what are you doing? No, you need both hands so you can hold things. Oh, it's totally dull. Not even a paper cut. See, no matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even the thinnest part of my wrist. Giri, this sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this at Troll Spencer's Gifts. No, there must be a mistake. Alright, somebody pull him off the stand before he has a fainting spell. You got it. Wait, but if Takiri's sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Like I said before, this foolish diversion, we've already identified the high-quality nail file found in Darea's locker. That nail file is Darea's. Lol. I tear apart already. Now here's a gal who knows what I'm calling on her to test. Oh wait, before Laniera steps on the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone. Oh, wow, it's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you, especially since I have a terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. Is it Regulus? What sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this. Ooh. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pusher aches, but I couldn't stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect poor, sweet, innocent Dorea, I must present a piece of evidence that maybe might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Laniera's secret diary. For what now? Laniera has a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How did you even know about that? You always write in it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within our detailed dates and times that prove Dorea could not have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotion Saga. Pass over the diary, sweetheart, and let the auditor scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you. Ooh. Oh yes, I see. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each Jade Blood was during the theft. All parties are accounted for, excluding Laniera, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Of course, I will now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then Dorea had to go toddle off to the blue blood car to hit on someone like the slut she is. She claimed she was just getting a midday snack for 20 whole minutes at 15:30. Someone needs to call her already. She's such a blank who makes my blank tremble. Blank. Big blank. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events could happen in order to excommunicate her from her commune. What is all that? And how are you making that noise with your mouth? Oh, Laniera censors her diary with nail polish. Seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Okay, I maybe wrote some of it. Most of it. But not all of it. If this is all true, I think it disqualifies Dorea from being the culprit since she is getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack, lol. Well, this is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence, my dear. Is there anything else that you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I hope I clear some things up. Ooh. Hey, my heartless shroom. While this was extremely helpful, we will have to call Dorea up to the stand before I confirm or deny anything within this journal. Wait! I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess? But we were at the most exciting part of the trial. I don't know. I could use an intermission. The anticipation gets you all lubed up for the main event. Her secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single Jade is accounted for during the theft, except for her. And she certainly got a motive, and probably could have broken the lock. But something doesn't feel right about this. How so? I don't know. I can't really put my finger on it. Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we got nothing to X reference. Like we are relying on this one piece of evidence alone. If this journal is the only truth you have, then you've got to believe in it. But what if it's not the whole truth? I don't think I can answer that for you this late in the game. Just do your best. Alright. Let's go back to it. Okay, I'll try my best. Let's start the trial and call Laniera up to the stand. See what she has to say. Atta girl. Hey, Average Goon. How's it going? Okay, Laniera, it's your turn. Stand up and face the music. I will face absolutely nothing. I didn't take the book. I don't know how many other ways I can say it. I care about the rules, and if I took it, why would I draw so much attention to myself? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't want this sort of thing to happen. It's so stressful for Bronya. I don't want there to be any sort of formal inquiry. I just wanted Dorea to be punished so we all could go forward with our lives. Even if I wanted to read that horrible trash, I wouldn't steal from one of my cloister mates. I would have just gotten it for myself, hypothetically. So therefore, I double couldn't have taken it. I didn't take it, and that's all I have to say. She really isn't giving us much to work with here. Don't give up just yet. Sometimes if you can't find a material contradiction, you'll have to hit them right in the character flaws. I don't know why linear reverse psychology. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but you were really insistent on having a trial. Without you, none of this would be happening. But, I didn't want this sort of thing to happen. It's so stressful. So you admit you don't believe Dorea really did it. I just want her gone. You just want her gone. Does it matter? Dorea did it or didn't do it? All that matters is that it wasn't me. Yeah, this is why we need a radical overhaul of the entire system. But don't mind me. Even if I wanted to read that horrible trash, I wouldn't steal from one of my cloister mates. If you didn't steal the naughty book, then what kind of book would you steal? Oh, that is easy. Wholesome, unproblematic romances of the bosom friend genre. You know, two girls going on a mate sprint outings, holding hands, cuddling, kissing each other's faces. Like your thirsty ass reads anything other than trash tabloids. What? That's not true at all. I never engage in that sort of filth. Please, the only words you've ever read are printed on high-gloss centerfolds. Tabloids, huh? Oh, I think we can present this magazine. I present to you, the court, this Hatch to Dance magazine that was found in the accused locker. How dare you go through my personal belongings? We got permission from Bronya to check the lockers. Is this your magazine? Of course not. It's not like I'm obsessed with the H2D or anything. So you stole this from one of your cloister mates. No, I confiscated it. Is it so difficult though? Is it so different though to think it just makes you look like a liar? How are you supposed to trust any of your How are we supposed to trust any of her testimony? What? Yeah, hit her where it hurts, right in her flawed reasoning. I didn't take the book, but don't you get it? The fact that this sort of thing is floating around the cloister means that I've been right all along. Nobody here knows how to act. Someone has to help Bronya and be the responsible one, and it certainly isn't going to be anyone who's obsessed with drooling over pop idols. I like H2D only a normal amount. I really don't think that having this magazine should count as a point against me. It should be a point against them. Because someone having this kind of contraband is absolute proof that the cloister is coming apart at the seams. After all of Bronya's hard work. I knew this field trip was a bad idea. I told her over and over again something like this was bound to happen when we're all removed from our comfort zones. I told her, okay? She should have listened to me. She does seem pretty guilty. But she just keeps repeating all the same stuff over and over again. Not sure how to get her to actually admit anything. You gotta have a little more stamina than that. A true alleged late lacerator can go days without rest or food. Keep pushing, and eventually you'll find a motive. I just keep pressing. Even if you think it's for their own good, that doesn't mean going through your friend's stuff is okay. Quick sidebar, she's not my friend. Yeah, jot that down on the record. Laniera sucks and I wish she'd jump off this train. Well put. You see what I'm up against every day? Not to interrupt the flow, but if You're doing fantastic work, darling. Really spot on. Not all that circular and it's raising. But I can't say I find her entirely out of line if this is how her fellow Jades treat her. Yeah, Stell's okay, but that doesn't really make her any less likely to have stolen the book. Just gives her a motive. I know Xefros and me are outsiders, and we only met you all about an hour ago, but from what I've seen, I don't think it's any sort of surprise that your cloister is falling apart. None of you trust or respect each other. Why would you say that? Is that a joke? Calm down, kids. It's just how Jades are. Yes, we are absolutely and totally normal. I'm gonna keep pressing. You just keep implicating yourself again and again. If you wanted to prove to Bronya that you were right all along and all of you weren't mature enough to take a field trip together, what was to stop you from stealing the book and kickstarting this whole scenario? You've already proved that you're willing to break the rules to prove a point. You stole the magazine. Confiscated. I like this scenario. It does follow logically. That's true. You make a compelling case, Miss Joey. But by what I mean, you finally come up with an explanation that is any way plausible. Well, you're forgetting that the nail file belongs to Dorea and not me. There's still no evidence Dorea didn't do it. Couldn't you have just taken the nail file and used it yourself and then returned it to her locker? Don't make me laugh. Look at that manicure. This bitch has clearly never touched a nail file in her life. Are you helping her? I mean, just saying. Objection, let the witness speak for themselves. You filthy ignorant slore. I know how to use a nail file. Never mind. Yeah, I'm tuning out again. I'm gonna keep pressing. Wait, you told her what? All I want to do is help her because she's so wonderful and smart and she works so hard. She wants to think the best of everyone, even disgusting creeps who don't deserve it. She's going to be the greatest matron of our generation. Objection on the grounds that this testimony has been making me sick. I didn't take the book. Okay. So now we have to present some evidence, I think. Because we can't press anymore. Wait, what just happened? I think I broke it. Oh. Where it went? Okay. Oh, we gamed over? Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. Alright, well that's a death. Now I have to go through this again? Okay, great. Yeah, I died. I mean, we'll just go through this quick. Whatever. This is like so moon. I'm gonna have moon logic counter this just because this is super moon logic-y. So it looks like we have to present here. Oh, we have to present two things at the same time. Okay. I was wondering what was going on. I picked something and I picked another thing and I was very confused. I didn't realize I was picking two things. Check these out. I'm seeing a security grub in a book. Darling, I'm not really picking up what you're throwing down here. Okay, hold on. There's a specific section right here. Read it aloud. I don't have laser vision. Yeah, I know, but it's just a little rude. We'll brace ourselves. Rhea just slipped out the door. Bet she's just running off to hit on a blue blood like the little... Oh my goodness. I cannot read this word aloud. Let me see it then. Alright, here you go. Where is it? Alright, here we go. Like the little slut she is. I'm so sorry. Rhea, I would never say that sort of thing to you. Okay. Not you, Rusty. The point is, Lanera dates and timestamps her diary entries, and she says Rhea spent about 20 minutes in the Blue Blood car between 15:30 and 15:50. So, Rhea wasn't in the car when the book was stolen. Let me see that. We already knew that! Did you actually manage to prove that someone isn't guilty? We already knew that. What the hell? We already knew this. We proved, we showed this like 15 minutes ago. What's your opinion, sir? Are you satisfied with this intoxicating twist? Yeah, damn, this looks legit. Guess this defense laceration bit ain't all talk after all. So we did it. I guess we did. Hold up, we still gotta punish a guilty party. This old lady right here. Wait! You proved Rhea didn't do it. Great, fine, I'll just let it go. But that doesn't mean I'm guilty now. You still haven't proven anything. Darling, you've done nothing this entire trial except act extremely guilty, and no one else here has an actual motive. I'm sorry, someone here needs to take the blame. I don't see any other candidates but you. Come on, bud. We gotta shimmy on up down to the clown car. Wait! Please tell them I didn't do anything wrong. Please. Alright. Fine. You all care this little about me. I guess this is for the best anyway. Wait, hold on. Lanier's right. We haven't actually proven anything yet. Maybe we should take a bit more time to investigate a little deeper into things. Joey, let's not push it. I know this is exhausting, but this isn't right. Nah. Trial's over. Boo, Lanier's guilty, and my official decree. Wait, I didn't do anything. You all know I didn't do anything. Please, someone say something. We're all friends, right? Please, help me. Ha 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 ha. Bye, bitch. Kisses. Lania, I can't help you anymore, Lanera. I'm sorry. Come on, baby girl. It's time for Clown Town. You gets to pick your favorite ride and the Dark Carnival. No. 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 Ta-ta. Ooh-woo. Nice knowing you. Not. Wow, that was way more horrifying than it had any right to be. In my opinion, it went positively, swimmingly. As the great legend lacerators who came before us always say, all's well that ends in a hasty conviction. That is what they say, right, darling? In propaganda broadcasts, propaganda broadcasts meant for the masses, sure. The actual philosophy behind a hasty conviction is a bit more nuanced. Oh? It's the duty of a alleged lacerator to craft the truth. Lately, I've been thinking that perhaps there is a different solution. Instead, one could discover the truth. The truth is not objective if observed, so one needs to decide the truth that takes precedence. This is the purpose of a defensive approach to alleged laceration. Several truths enter and duel for superiority. Joey, Yes. Did this truth satisfy you? Well, yawn, I'm exhausted. Glad that's one and done. Did you mean one and done? Nope. I meant what I said. Every word. I think we finally finished. Oh my god, we finally finished. I better save the game. That was excruciating. And I don't really mind Phoenix Wright games that much, but that was excruciating. Trial over. And now we can go to the next car. Ooh, look at that. It's got a nice little chandelier. It's getting fancier as we go, that's for sure. Gosh, that was crazy. I'm really glad to be out of there. Me too. No, great, my firewall just disconnected. That's crazy. I'm glad we're out of here. Or my VPN, rather. I'm really glad to be out of there. It was definitely less logical. There was like practically no logic to that. I think the worst part about it is it was so unnecessary. That's why they had a hint system, I feel like, because it was... nothing made sense. I think the worst part about it was so unnecessary. All the Jades and fighting and drama, clickness led to something really ugly. All that could have been avoided if they just put on their get along shirt. I don't think even a really big shirt would fix all their drama. Maybe if they were more willing to lie down and take it, things would have been better. No way, think about Dorea. She didn't want to do anything, and she almost got sent to Clown Town because of her intention. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, my computer is being such a jerk right now. I guess that's true. Maybe there's no good way to solve their problems at all. Even if they talk it out, it still wouldn't make them like each other, no matter how much they insist they are friends. Yeah, it's kind of a bad situation all around. Too bad they're all stuck together in a cave tending to our life-giving Avapostor monarch. Otherwise, I suggest they leave and make new friends. Yeah, let's stop talking about them and go! You mean someone in a nasty relationship should get out of that relationship? Why are you looking at me like that? Like if one of your best friends is going behind your back and being mean to you, you should make a new friend. Yeah? Come on, Xefros, you can do it. Connect some dots. Joey, I think I know if I had a best friend who did bad things behind my back, or called me derogatory names all the time, or knew every single detail about my life so they could blackmail me, or force me to do weird rituals that hurt me. Ooh, whoops. Dang it, that time that was my fault. So this must be the blue blood car, huh? Yeah. There are only the ceruleans in here, so the Indigos must have their own train car. This is already a lot fancier than any other cars we've been in. Let's just be careful. Blues can be more dangerous than you might think. We've gotten this far, right? Let's just keep moving forward. Right. Is it better to be in front of the car? Like, what is this? I'm not gonna talk to anybody. I'm just gonna move. Just move. Just go. Wait. Oh. There's an elevator. Whoa, this is so fancy. You doubt you'd be able to tell the your lifestyle. So, okay. Hey! Where do you two low bloods think you're going? Oh, trespassing upon blue blood territory is offense enough. You think the audience of the Reverend High Blood cast? You guys are in trouble. You think you could simply walk into a clown car? Yes. Actually, I kind of know one of the trolls up there, and he invited me to come up, so his name is Marvis. Maybe you've heard of him, he's kind of a big deal. Oh, well, in that case, you an associate of one of the High Bloods on this train? I've seen all the clowns aboard. Any one of them could rip your puny body limb from limb. Well, they wouldn't, because I'm cool and a friend of the clowns. It's a simple matter to make an oral assertion of association, but there is no way for us to verify such claim. With a little 1 on it, what the heck does that mean? Short of entering in the High Blood car ourselves, which as members of the Indigo class would be highly inappropriate behavior. Okay. That's true. The lack. Maybe we just shouldn't be up here then. How can I prove to you that I got invited to go to the next car then? Well, as I'm sure you know, the Purple Blood cast is the absolute peak of artistic and cultural sophistication of our culture, the apex of our creative and intellectual potential. 1. This individual you cite, Marvis, is simply the best of the best. Like how we're getting footnotes. Perhaps if you can prove to us that you are a troll of sufficiently cultured stock, that it may indeed be possible for such a refined class of being to have graced you with the gift of their respect. Oh yeah, great idea, I don't know what that noise is supposed to be. Is she hissing at me? Laughing? I don't know. At first I thought it was a laugh. Okay then, what do we have to do? We can put on like a talent show. Please, nothing so simplistic and remedial as that. Think of it more like a stringent admissions process. If you can present to us a portfolio of sufficiently developed and artistic valuable work, we will accept that you might be worthy to stand before the High Bloods. Oh boy. Okay, great. Right, where do we start? Let's start with evaluating your refinement in the most intellectually sophisticated of the arts, literature. 1. A subject that happens to be my specialty, so be forewarned that I am not an easy mark to impress. Present to me your most polished work, an essay, a poem, a story, a triage of some sorts. I will be a judge of whether or not you have the intellectual mettle to pass muster. Oh, okay. Be back then. A jiffy? I eagerly await your submission. Do not let the subtle implication of irony go unobserved. Okay. So, what do we do? Do you know how to, write? Not really. Dimmick did all of that kind of stuff. Maybe we'd better go back to see if anyone else on the train could help us out. Alright, doesn't it seem like there's any way around it? Oh, man. We have to go back? Boo earns. Hi. You need something? No, we didn't mean to bother you. Well, just... Hey, brother. It totally chill. What up? Okay, well, sorry that fake fire is kind of hypnotic. It's not fake. What? It's on TV, isn't it? Still not fake. Just made out of pixels instead of oxygen and packed carbon. Virtual reality is not fake. It just is virtual. I'm Malik. Oh, I'm Joey. You're a mutant? What? Oh no, she's chill. I'm down with mutants. Very anti-establishment. Are you trying to pull her into your hacktivist garbage? She's way out of your league. Anyway, that equals what we will get down here. Communal soda machines and fake fires. I thought you just said the fire wasn't fake. Right. Does not equal fake. Just hollow. A lukewarm reflection. That equals how it's always been on Alternia. But that equals going to change. Catch you later. Bye? Oh, I thought he might be able to write. Okay, so he's a hacker. He's a hacker. I don't think any of these people would write. Can we go backwards? Who would write? Who would be a good writer? Literature? No, everyone I got here I absolutely need for my exam. Oh, that's a no. I guess we'll talk to all of them. Looking for a price. Okay. Those look interesting. What are they made of? Alright, well. Okay, no. I only create the rarest and purest forms of literature. You know, the last thing you probably want to do right now is think about books, but what? No way, I told you I love books. You think one Lily trial would change that? That's good. Yeah, seriously. Are you here to talk about books? Sort of. We're trying to prove that we're cultured. Oh, what kind of culture are you looking for? Probably literature. Oh, that sounds boring as heck. Honestly, with this guy, I think it's more boring the better. Well, I have books, of course, but probably not anything that I want to give away. That's alright, thanks anyway. I mean, we can talk to all of them. Okay, well, somebody said we might be able to get something if we give them something for it. Oh man, do we have to just keep going back? I mean, I guess we'll just talk to everybody we can talk to. Why would I have literature? I kinda need it now. Sorry, I can't help you. I think I might know what we need, but I'm not sure. Don't look at anything they show you. Ah, it's funny. So I think maybe I think I might know what we need, but I don't think anybody here would have literature. Like, well, maybe you, but I can't interact with you. So no, I don't think anybody, I think maybe we need to get a thing out of the machine. Maybe we can get like a drink out of the drink thing. I'm thinking maybe that could be the thing that, well, we got this too. And we also got you. Okay. Nothing up here either. I mean, I guess we do have some books, but what even is this? What do you know? Does anybody know what that is? Because I don't know what that is. Yeah, maybe it may be that simple. I don't know. I don't think it is though. I don't think it is. I mean, we haven't talked to them yet, I guess. Oh yeah, we're fine. Last card was just pretty intense. We're tingling with teal bloods? No wonders. That's easy. We're a lot more laid back. Anybody here is already ready to strike a deal. I don't care about your blood color as long as you have got the cash. Cash for what? I won't perform any of my service without something in exchange. Services? What in the world are you talking about? Do you seriously not know who I am? Let me finally, I'm a very important artist and writer. I'm a big deal online. I have some self-respect. I don't work for free. Wow, okay. Bye. We're trying to impress some indigo bloods. I can't help you with that. But I'm a very prolific writer. I doubt a fancy blue blood will find any of my text literary. Why not? Transformative works are spat upon by the blue blood elite. You'll have to look elsewhere to find your respectable literature. Okay, well, that's a no. Well, damn, look who it is. Hi. So, what are you two rebels doing up here? You know, you're supposed to be at the back of this train. Oh, wait, we met you before. Oh, we know. We're just trying to get up to the control room so we can redirect the train to the express route. The party. Nothing big. Oh, word. Well, welcome to the high-class car. Check out all the high-quality shit we got going on. I think the vending machine might even work. Good to know. So, hey, I'm pretty sure those things you gave me were pieces of garbage. Wait, what did I give you? What? That money. Oh, the pogs. Oh, the pogs. Yeah, I told you they weren't anything important. Right, but I figured you were just trying to screw me around. Which would have been valid, seeing how I screwed you around. But damn, turns out you screwed me all the way around and back to the beginning. I guess I did. Want to sit down and chill for a bit? Huh? But I thought you were mad at me. I screwed you around. Over it. Gotta roll on past that nonsense. You're okay, pretty girl. Well, do you have literature? Hank, we could use some help. Yeah, I can tell. Joey, what do you need? This is totally dumb, but the Blue Bloods upstairs want us to bring them a piece of literature to prove our cultural merit. Like a book? Yeah, or any hard-hitting piece of writing. Wow, that is stupid. I know, right? I gotta tell you, I don't get anything literary on me at the moment. Sorry. Okay, well, we can ask Hacker. We can ask the Hacker. Maybe he can hack something up for us. I should have known this was going to be as weird as mundanely frustrating as the last 3 cars. The people upstairs won't let us pass until we pass some cultural test, and I'm pretty sure they just made up on the spot. That equals classic indigo. The guy up there with the glasses wants us to bring him into some cultured literature. Do you have anything like that lying around? I can find you something. Really? That was way easier than I thought it would be. For sure. I'll find you something super rare. It'll blow that blowhard's mind. Just one thing first. Yeah, I figured there would be 1 or 2 or 5. A bunch of my devices died hours ago. If you can find a way to charge them, I'll find you something radical. What do you say? Okay. Wait, what's this? Oh, we gotta charge this. We got a thing. Sure. Rad. Let me know when you get it done. Okay. We need to find a charger. Who are you? Oh, how rare. 2 tiny little lowbloods scuttling into my web. How about how absolutely delightful. Oh, you have 3 eyes. Nice. You may call me Ardata. I'm Xefros. I'm Joey. How lovely. Are you okay? Do you need a soda? No. Imbecile. I mean, no thank you. Your eyes, they shimmer as lustrous as the sky. With that, I could pick them like ripe fruits. Xefros, I think you have a better sense of who is making fun of us and who is serious and who is just kind of a maniac. How can you draw any conclusions from insufficient data? Perhaps we should get to know each other better. Would you take in my room? It's so very noisy out here in the main cabin. What's the worst that could happen? I guess. We could hang out for a little bit. Haha, yes, after you. We game over? We did game over! Okay, death. No, that was a bad idea. Okay. Charging a battery. Maybe there's something upstairs. We're actually playing a game though. We're actually playing now. We finally got, we only spent about 5.5 hours like just talking. But now we're actually playing. We actually have a task. We gotta charge a battery. Nothing over here. Maybe she has something. And just tell me to charge these devices? I don't have any more outlets than Malik does. We're sitting in the same damn car. That's fair. Alright. Did anybody see any outlets anywhere? We need to find an outlet. Wait, let me look at that. Let me look at the bathroom. Maybe there's one in the bathroom. No. Thought I could click on that, but I couldn't. Charge these devices? Show me. This isn't rusty tag. You stole this. No, I didn't. Thrashing mercenaries, soliciting high bloods, now theft. I'm impressed. did it. Ah! Are you okay? I think so. What did she feel like? Food poisoning? And you feel like siphoning off a block of wood? Are you sure you're even alive? Had better days. So is it charged now? I think we did it. I think I succeeded. Wow, okay. It's amazing. Was that moon? Would we consider that one moon logic? Yeah, I think so. Any luck? I already got a PDF ready to go. This shit equals super exclusive. It wasn't easy to find. Yeah, here you go. Sweet. Check your tablet already sent. Oh. Thank you. Wow, this is long. Favor for favor. Alright. So maybe go back up and present it. I think so. But before we do that, I'm gonna take a break.